Hey everybody, this is Andy Bennett, the CSS News Civil War Interpretive Center, and in this video, we're going to be talking about pickles. In our last video, we talked about fermentation of vegetables. I would encourage you to watch that video and get that information. But in a condensed version, basically in fermentation, we're using the natural lactobacteria in vegetables, putting it in a brine and in an anaerobic conditions, low oxygen conditions in that brine, and letting that lactobacteria convert the sugars and carbohydrates in vegetables into lactic acid. It breaks down the food to make us more easily digestible and creates a salty, low oxygen, acid environment that the bacteria that make our food spoil hostile. It has a hard time living in that environment. Well, tasting those fermented vegetables, the sauerkraut, people picked up the tang in the vegetables and recognized it maybe from the vinegar taste, and decided maybe we can hurry up. As all people, we like to take a shortcut. Maybe we take a shortcut in these preserving these vegetables by just putting them in vinegar, and that's how pickling was born. In pickling, that's what we're doing. We're replacing the lactic acid with acetate acids of vinegar. We're still putting it in a brine. Most things that are pickled are still salty. So we still have that salty brine. We've went on and added vinegar. The acid, the higher acid content the water has, the lower oxygen level it can maintain, so it produces an anaerobial low oxygen environment. So in pickling, that's what we're doing. We got salt, we got acid, we got low oxygen environment. You can pickle vegetables, you can pickle fruit, you can pickle meats. So this opened this whole pantheon of different foods that we can think of that are pickled. You think of pickled fish, pickled herring in Scandinavian traditions, pickled onions and things like that. Pickling is pretty simple, and we all typically enjoy pickles. I'm from eastern North Carolina, so we have a very famous, not to be named, pickle company nearby that people enjoy pickled cucumbers. Let's take a second before I get into a quick pickle recipe and talk about the spices that are typically found in pickled cucumbers. Those are mustard seed, allspice, coriander, red pepper, ginger, bay leaf, cinnamon, and cloves. And people add different other ones in there. But when we stop and think about the pickled cucumber that we enjoy today, it's a pretty international affair. Those spices I just listed come from around the world. Mustard seed is found through Asia and Europe. Allspice is from the Caribbean. Coriander, which is the seed of a plant that most of us enjoy. Cilantro from Hispanic cooking. Red peppers are from the New World. Ginger is from Asia. Bay leaves are found all over the world, but here in eastern North Carolina, we have the bay coves, bay trees growing around bodies of water in eastern North Carolina, around lakes. Particularly some of our Pocosin lakes down east, like Lake Phelps and a couple others. You've got cinnamon, which is from originally off an island off India. Cloves, which are from Indonesia originally. So those spices are a blend of flavors from around the world to give us that pickled cucumber. Let's go into a quick pickle recipe. What you're going to need for this recipe is any quart or clear, sanitized, as always, jar. We're going to use red onion. In this, what we're going to do in this quick pickle recipe is we're going to chop up our onion. We're going to take a cup of water, a half a cup of vinegar. We're going to need a tablespoon of sugar and a 1.5 teaspoons of kosher salt. As when we're doing these pickling or any food preservation, we're going to try to use kosher salt or sea salt because we don't want the iodine table salt in there. You're going to take the vinegar and water, the salt and sugar. You're going to mix that together. You're going to stir that water until the sugar and salt are dissolved. You're going to add in your onion. And this is a quick pickle recipe. And we're going to throw it in the refrigerator. When they did pickling in the 19th century, they would boil the water and vinegar together, add in their salt, their sugar, and then their pickle flavorings they're going to add. If they're going to make a pickled cucumber with a pickling spices, whether they're going to make a dill pickle, they would add the chopped dill at this point and use that boiling water to kind of open up the flavors. And the thing in food preservation they didn't realize they were doing was they're killing the bad bacteria or any pathogens are in that water, and sterilizing, getting all that stuff sterilizing the mother vinegar out of the vinegar, and get it all nice and sterilized before putting our vegetables or fruit or whatever in our pickling spice. So you put the if you follow this recipe, you put the onion, you put that in there, you leave it in the refrigerator, and come back to it 24 hours later. We're gonna have this pickled red onion. I like doing it because the onion, that red flavor comes out this nice neon pinkish flavor and color, and it's got great sweet and salty vinegary flavor. This is pickled red onion is a favorite relish on tacos and other dishes in the Yucatan Peninsula of Central America. So that's a quick pickle recipe. There's plenty of other quick pickling using refrigeration to help us preserve that. And that's going to be good for up to 2 weeks, these quick pickling recipes. Longer pickling recipes, you can put those in a jar and put them up, and they're going to be good. They're going to be shelf stable. It'll be better to hot water bath can them and preserve them for longer periods. Hope you're enjoying these videos. In our next video, I'll talk about where vinegar comes from, how you can make your own vinegar, a little bit about the history of vinegar. So check that out next time. As always, look for our videos on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram. See you later.